Today I want to talk about finding your moment. Find your moment. I was watching a TV programme and it was about a group of good guys trying to take over a train from a group of bad guys, and there was one particular person who was key in it, and they need to do something heroic, and they'd not been called to do something heroic before in the past. But the main rebel leader said to her, find your moment. Find your moment. In other words, find that moment, find that opportunity, and be brave, be courageous, take a stand, and save the train. And you know, I think life is full of us going through, and we have to find our moments. We have to be in that position where we're confronted with a choice to be heroic, to do something bold, to do something that we've never done before. We've got to find our moments. You know, for me, you know, there's been a couple of occasions, but I think the most significant one where I found my moment was when I was 7 years old. And you know, I used to go to church with my family. I'm the youngest of four, so we all went to church. And I remember when the gospel was first ever actually explained to me clearly, and it was at a big blue tent crusade. And you might think that, you know, at the age of 7 there's not an awful lot you can do wrong, but believe me, there is. You know, I was a bad lad and very nearly got expelled even at that age. So I knew that my sins would cost me, would one day cause me to, if I carried on that path, end up in hell. And I remember hearing the gospel for the first time at that blue tent crusade and responding to it. And there was a moment at the end where anybody who wanted to become a Christian, have their sins forgiven, could come forward to the front and do that. And I found that moment and I responded. First time I heard the gospel. And it was just such great news when I heard about this man, Jesus, who died for me, who took all my wrongdoing, took all the wrong things I'd done and died in my place. And I was just filled with such gratitude and thankfulness to him that from that moment on I dedicated my life to him. I found my moment. Yeah, I hope that everyone finds that moment, because that's the most important moment to find. But there'll be other times in your life when you're called to make a radical choice, or a real change in your life, or stand up for the truth. The kind of days that they're living in, you know, that is going to become really important. So I think the battle lines have been drawn. I think it's becoming really clear now to see, it is for me anyway, you know, what is right and what is wrong. And there's a lot of things going on in the world right now where a lot of people are calling what is right wrong, and what is wrong they're calling right. There's real confusion, even among believers. You know, they think they're acting in good faith. They think they're acting in the right kind of moral choices. They're thinking that they're doing what's right, but is it really? You know, we really need to get to the heart of these matters, and there will be opportunities in the days to come where we can make a stand for what is right, to find our moment, you know, and speak out. And it might cost you your job, it might cost you your livelihood, it could cost you some relationships, but we've got to be bold and we've got to make that decision to stand up for what we believe is right and for what is right. So just encourage you to do that in the days that are ahead, and seek guidance from God, seek His will, be in the Word, because you can find everything in there. You can find all the answers to life and everything when you search in God's Word, so you know what is the right thing to do. And I pray that you'll find your moment, you'll stand up for Him, you'll speak out for Him, even though, you know, you might look daft, it might be embarrassing, it might be difficult. You know, your words could be the difference between someone else finding life and somebody not finding life. I'm so grateful that all those years ago when I was 7, somebody did stand up and speak out and tell me the way to be saved. I won't be here if somebody didn't do that at some point. So find your moment.